unleashing humanity from the tyranny of gravity. We are LiftPort. Hey guys, I had a great trip. Went down to California, to Los Angeles, and then on to Nebraska. I'll tell you about the second part of the trip tomorrow. First off, I would just want to say a special thanks to Chris, Josh, and Elizabeth for holding down the fort while I was gone. Chris made this awesome intro, so thank you very much. So, what did I do? Why did I even go on this thing? So, started out late Friday night, helped finish the Kickstarter campaign for our friends at the National Space Society, so I was helping them with some stuff. We didn't finish that until 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, I've got to get cleaned up, get showered, pack, leave for the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can actually get there and catch a 6 o'clock flight. I'm kind of an idiot. I actually left my laptop at airport security. So I get onto the plane, boarded, get my seat. I'm opening up my briefcase to get my laptop out, realize I don't have my laptop, get off the plane, race back to TSA. They quiz me on the laptop, and I'm able to get back on time to the airplane. So it's the first time ever I've actually was grateful to the TSA folks because they were pretty cool about my laptop. So get out there, land down in Los Angeles, LAX. Our friend Renee picks me up to get me to meet with Otto, Don, and David. Those are our communications team down in San Diego. We have about a 2.5-hour meeting. They really bring me up to speed on the 3-mile test they did a couple weeks ago and the 10-mile test they have in development. We talked about some of the technology that they're creating. Some of it's very unique and novel, so we may have some interest in that later on. Everything is going really well with those guys. I'm very proud of the work that they're doing down there. We leave there and race over to the LA MakerSpace. The LA MakerSpace is actually the group that started this whole trip in the first place. They asked me to go down. They helped back our Kickstarter campaign a couple months earlier, so I was reciprocating the favor, helping them with theirs. It was great. We went down there and I gave a lecture to about 35 people. The audience was terrific. It was about a 2.5-hour Q&A session. Lots of interesting questions, fascinating people. There was one kid, I don't know what his name was. He was about 10 years old. A 10-year-old knew about carbon nanotubes and radiation fields. So that was pretty interesting. That caught me off guard. I was pretty impressed by this kid. Terrific audience, asked a lot of good questions. The Japanese television station NHK was there, and so we're planning a media event with them that could include an entire hour-long special. So if you speak Japanese, we'll make it available to you. But assuming you speak English, the folks at the LA MakerSpace ran an entire video hangout, a Google Plus Hangout, so that content's available. We'll link to that here at the end. Then I went out to dinner with some friends of mine. Thanks for dinner, that was great, Kevin and Megan. The next day was interesting. We met up with Scott and Simone. And this is true classic Los Angeles meeting. We had a meeting in the hot tub, which was kind of a new experience for me. But we're talking about space and finance and the future and where things are going. And it was really kind of a fascinating conversation about where education is taking us in the space community. And I thought that was pretty great. Finally, we wound up going over to, we had a Kickstarter meetup at a little Mexican place down in La Playa. And it was really good. We had 6 people register, but only 2 of them did, so I'm especially grateful to Zeev and to Marty for showing up there. Thanks very much. We had a good time there. We just kind of exchanged information, talked about the project, talked about what they were doing. Pretty fascinating conversation. It was a lot of fun. Monday was kind of a day off for me, so I needed it, honestly. That was great. Just hung out on the beach. That's what these images are about here behind me. Monday evening, I did something I never expected to do. I wound up going over to a friend's house to a sensory deprivation chamber. That was a very peculiar experience, very interesting and a lot of fun. Spent an hour in there, unlike anything I'd ever been in. So thanks guys for that. I have a lot of thank yous for people. A lot of people helped make this event possible. So Renee, thanks for your couch. Thanks for the trip to the beach. Thanks for your time in your car. Otto, thanks for driving everybody around and keeping that team organized. Kevin and Megan, thanks for dinner. Scott and Simone, that hot tub was awesome. Thanks for the SpaceX tour. SpaceX was rocking. I got a SpaceX tour, which was just mind-boggling. I wish I had pictures for it. I couldn't take any pictures. You'll have to take my word for it. Those rockets are big and beautiful. Thanks to Ed and Renee and Christy and Michael for a really entertaining and educational evening in that sensory deprivation chamber. And ultimately, thanks to Tara and Teresa for inviting me down to the LA MakerSpace. All right, guys, thanks a lot. There's a whole bunch of links here at the end of this. Take care. Bye-bye.